my Lord Turak.
Lady Suroth will speak for herself. You invaded a village without permission. Right do you claim to make decisions over your Lord Commander?
Perhaps my lord made a mistake.
I do not make mistakes. We have a mission. A mission you have carelessly jeopardized. A village we cannot hold.
I beg my lord's forgiveness.
Kneel.
My lord, one more thing. I give you the horn of Valir. The whole world will be ours. Leave us, please. Finished pouting?
For what?
My desires are my own.
But I'm paying the price. We should just kill Turak and be done with it.
It seems your stupidity is second only to your inability to control your temper.
It's my army you need. My ships. My leash. You may be chosen, but you are not of the blood.
And I know why you swore your oaths to the dark.
I forget myself, my lord.
Lanfear's true obsession is not Rand al'Thor. It is power. It is control. It is the chance to reshape reality to her will. Rand is just a means to that end, and if he refuses to play his part, she will destroy him and find another way. She is a villain driven not by passion, but by ambition, and that makes her far more dangerous than any jealous lover could ever be. Lanfear's ultimate goal is not just to gain power. It is to reclaim the past, to restore the Age of Legends, but on her own terms. She remembers the world as it was before, the breaking a world of peace, prosperity, and unparalleled technological and magical advancement. A world where channelers were revered, where her talents were celebrated, where she was on the cusp of achieving godhood. But that world was destroyed by the breaking by the Dark One's corruption by Lews Therin Telemon's sacrifice. Lanfear blames Lews Therin for the loss of her world. She blames him for sealing the Dark One away, for dooming her to 3,000 years of imprisonment, for robbing her of the power she was so close to achieving. But she also sees Rand al'Thor as a chance to correct that mistake. She sees him as a second chance to build the world she always wanted, a world where she is in control. To achieve this, Lanfear has crafted a blueprint of power, a plan that spans centuries that involves manipulating allies, enemies, and even the pattern itself. At the heart of this plan are her strategic alliances with the other Forsaken. Lanfear is not a lone wolf. She is a master manipulator who knows how to use others to achieve her ends. She has formed alliances with Be'lal, Robb, and Ishamael and other Forsaken, each time playing them against each other to ensure her own survival and advancement. Be'lal was one of Lanfear's earliest allies. He was her colleague in the Age of Legends, the man who helped her drill the bore, but their alliance was never one of equals. Lanfear saw Be'lal as a useful idiot, a powerful channeler who could help her achieve her goals, but who was too greedy and short-sighted to pose a threat to her. She manipulated him into serving her into doing her dirty work, while she plotted behind his back. When Be'lal tried to betray her when he tried to claim the power of Kalandor for himself, Lanfear did not hesitate to destroy him. She used Rand as a pawn, tricking him into killing Be'lal and eliminating a potential rival. Ravin was another key ally in Lanfear's plan. Ravin was a former king, a master of politics and manipulation. Lanfear saw him as a way to gain control of the nations of the Westlands to use their armies and resources to further her goals. She allied with him, helped him seize control of Caemlyn, and installed him as a puppet ruler. But once again, Lanfear's alliance was a lie. She never intended to share power with Ravin. She intended to use him until he was no longer useful, then discard him. When Rand and his allies attacked Caemlyn, Lanfear did nothing to help Ravin. She watched as he was defeated, as his army was destroyed, as his power crumbled. And when Ravin was finally killed, Lanfear smiled. She had eliminated another rival and moved one step closer to her goal. Ishamael was perhaps Lanfear's most dangerous ally. Ishamael was a former general, a brilliant strategist, and a ruthless killer. He was one of the few Forsaken who saw Lanfear for what she truly was, a manipulator, a liar, a threat. But even Ishamael was not immune to her charms. Lanfear used her beauty, her intelligence, her knowledge of the Age of Legends to seduce him, to make him believe that they were equals, that they could rule the world together. She manipulated him into forming an alliance with her, into sharing his plans and resources. But all the while, she was plotting his downfall. She fed him false information, led him into traps, and turned other Forsaken against him. When Ishamael finally realized the truth when he tried to turn on her, it was too late. Lanfear had already weakened him, had already ensured that he would be defeated by Rand and his allies.